Let's see if this is working. And it is, so welcome back to Mr. Ink Racing with me, Shaggy Scooby66. It's been a little break in proceedings, not with the racing, just with me being away. But we're back now, so as you see from the thumbnail, this is going to be races 9 and 10. We are at Blue Moon Bay Infield A in the reverse order. Everyone's in their group for machinery. And after qualifying, Scott put the Porsche on pole. Wtrc Slayer in the Suzuki in second. Staffy is in third in the Supra. Obi's fourth in the Lambo. 5 is Puggers in another Swift. Gus, whose livery doesn't seem to have rendered, which is a shame, because he was doing something a little bit special with the livery. Skippy in the Bugatti, not really having a great season. That Bugatti is really letting him down. In 8th place, it's another Swift driven by Ricky J. 9th is Dazzler in a yellow Ferrari. Wally Bob's is 10th in another Suzuki. Fuds in the McLaren in 11th, and Campo in the Lambo. Campo, again, really not having a good season for him. I think Campo will be happy when this season ends and he can get rid of that pit crew. They don't seem to have set up the car right. But here we go, 20 minutes for this first race, and then we'll be going straight into the second race. But for now, we are go at Blue Moon. Everyone, well, the Suzuki's seem to get not a bad start. Tysley just dropped one place as we go into the first corner. Flat out at this stage, and then into a hard braking. We're going to see, are we going to see anyone go off? Just a little bump there on Tyre Slayer. Didn't go fully off the track, so don't think anyone needs or has to wait. But Scott has just skedaddled at the front already. Now we're coming into this twisty section. We're going to stay with this action here in the midfield. Everyone around. That's nicely done, boys. I'm hoping that it gets a little bit lighter. Never really like doing the commentaries at night time. But through the last bit of the twisty section, then we're going to go back onto the banking. Careful of that wall. So as we come onto the banking, Scott has got it already. It's going to be about a second lead, if not a bit further over. Obi second, then it's Gus and Staffy, then Tyre Slayer, Ricky, Puggers, Skippy, Dazzler, Welly Bob's down in 10th place, then it's Floods and Campo. We'll go back, see what's happening here. So Gus has got around Obi, this hard braking area. That happened. Let's just go back to this. Oh, Gus went underneath him, so the Mazda. Oh, and then Obi just gave him a little bit of a boost there. Helped him. You see Staffy running around there. Oh, Staffy looking on the outside. It's going to become the inside for the next corner if Staffy can hold this. Obi tries to go around the long way, but Staffy's got the short view. Nice overtake there by Staffy. Just clipped the back of Gus. Is that going to give Obi a chance to get back? Obi's just got a bit of overlap. But now the corner comes back to Staffy's advantage. it's going to be one of those tracks where you're going to have to work. They're going to have to work at overtaking. There's lots of left, rights, right, lefts. So plenty of chance for people to come back. Now Obi gets the Lambo powered up as we cross the line. So Obi now has got his nose ahead. Has the inside line. Gets it done. Tyre Slayer again. Looks at the underneath of Staffy. Can he keep the Suzuki Swift there? He can. Tyre Slayer. Oh, and Ricky J's nipped through as well. So Staffy loses 2 places on one corner. It's cold and a bit damp outside, so why not spend the next hour with me watching these 2 races. I'm behind about 6 races, but we'll catch up. Meanwhile, at the front, let's just check in with Scott, who's just lightening his car of a few bits of paint there, but he's got a tremendous lead. So I can see in the next season, people that haven't used the Porsche or the Suzuki Swift, that'll be their cars of choice, I think. These races were done before the BOP, before the update, so they are on the old tyre model. How's everyone getting on with the update? People liking it? Remember, you don't have to buy the Staffy goes through Obi there. Just about to say, remember you don't have to buy the power pack to have the update, or you don't have to. Power pack is something different on the update. Me personally, I haven't gone for the power pack yet. Haven't had time with work, but now Tyre Slayer up to 4th. Now he's got the Suzuki Swift rolling. He's starting to make a few places back up. The gap between himself and Dazzler. Skippy now looking underneath Ricky J. Ricky J just lost a couple of places now. Ollie Bob's gained a couple in 8th place now. Staffy's down to 9th. Lap 3. Staffy's lost about 4 seconds on the times he's doing, so he's either hit the wall. Washed down in 10th as well. Ramitford and Campo. So Campo really not getting on with his pit crew this season. There seems to be a difference of opinion how Campo wants his car set up a certain way, and the garage are not doing that. The garage think they know better. To be honest, I think it's the same pit crew that Hamilton uses in F1. Hamilton wanting the car set up one way, Ferrari set it up a different way. It's just really not to his or Campo's liking. But someone who is fully gelled with his pit crew is Scott. We are on, we're on lap 6. These laps are ticking away. Not yet, third way through. Or again, Scott just taking as much room as possible. If he keeps on doing it, the admin might just look at that. Will it be classed as wall riding? Gus in the unliveried Mazda 3. It's a shame that hasn't come out, because he was doing something really special with the livery. And Obi keeping Tyre Slayer. Now our leader Scott, he missed the first round, so he's been trying to get the points back, and he's getting near the front of the championship. This isn't what Tyre Slayer needs. Tyre Slayer and Gus. Tyre Slayer on the inside, Gus on the outside. Now Gus, sorry, Obi. Obi's now on the inside, so down this long straight. Tyre Slayer will be picking up a little bit of slipstream, but looks like the Ferrari is faster than the Swift. So a little bit of the Swift's Achilles heel, it runs out the top end. As they come into the braking, Obi just giving Tyre Slayer a bit of room there. That's good racing, good awareness. Obi now trying the cutback, but the corner comes back to save Tyre Slayer. Dazzler's there in 5th place. Ricky's now 6th with Rolly Bob 7th. We're going to stick with this action because these two guys, Obi and Tyre Slayer, just not prepared to give an inch to each other at the moment. But looks like Tyre Slayer's just started to, well, he had pulled away, but now we've got this long straight. Obi, as we ride on board, see the Lambo in the slipstream. Gaining, it's gone and over, it's got overspeed. Obi's trying to go around the outside, Tyre Slayer's on the inside, again gives room into the hard braking area. Obi's still on the outside, Tyre Slayer's still on the inside. Now Tyre Slayers gets the advantage of the inside corner. Once again Obi tries to cut back, but he's now on the outside. Can he cut back again? No, Tyre Slayer covers off the inside. That's great racing between these guys. And these guys are pulling away from Dazzler and the rest of them behind them. Lamborghini just loses a bit of grip there. Tyre Slayer ran a bit deep but pulls it back, so these guys still neck and neck, just go through the field. There's a group here as well, led by Ricky. It's Puggers, Skippy and Welly Bob all in this fight. Oh, there's Staffy there as well. Oh, Staffy's just picked up a half-second penalty as Puggers and Ricky go side by side, both Suzuki Swifts. Ricky on the outside, just trying to get to the apex, but keeps it there. Puggers again realises that Ricky's going to break and cut across his nose. And we've got Skippy behind them. Oh, Ricky went in a bit deep. Oh, Puggers has just clipped Skippy. Obviously didn't realise, thought that Ricky's might come right across the track. So now we've got 3-way battle, 5-way battle, because Rolly Bob is there in another Suzuki Swift. They are buzzing around the Bugatti. Now Welly Bob just being able to take advantage. Oh, good awareness there. Didn't come together. Oh, did come together there, but Skippy is the benefit of the little bit of boost there. Again, just be careful of the two tracks meeting there and there. It's a nasty bump. Even with these cars, can be thrown off. Welly Bob just trying to keep Staffy behind him, but also, oh, Staffy and Welly Bob just touch front end to back quarter. That could have ended in disaster. Staffy goes up, but now into the braking area again. Ricky's gone by Puggers, but now Puggers has gone by Ricky. Ricky gets a punt for his trouble there from Skippy. Oh, and that punt has dropped Ricky down 3 places. It's all got a bit melee, hasn't it? As we see the jumbo just coming into land. Really don't think that they should be having a jumbo jet flying over a live race. Bob just can't get up. These guys are so closely matched that they can't get up. Meanwhile, we're just checking on OB. Looks like that fight is done for the moment, so let's go back. So it's Puggers, now Staffy is in that 7th place with Ricky down in 8th. He's got Skippy and Welly Bob. Now Welly Bob half-second penalty. Is really going to cost him. Although these guys all fighting one another, it might just be wise for Welly Bob just to be forced to back off. Jay has been up and down the field like a pair of tarts knickers. Can I say that? Well, I did. So round the hairpin, that brings us to the midpoint of this lap. We're on lap 11. We're coming up to 6 minutes of racing time left. These guys are still very tightly packed. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9th and 10th all in a line. This is where the racing action is. Check in with our leader, Scott. Scott is just miles ahead of Gus in 2nd place. Gus though keeping Mazda 3 away from Tyre Slayer. Tyre Slayer lost some places off the start. He's been fighting to get up. He's had a terrific battle with OB. Dazzler, lonely race. Then Puggers now in 6th place with Staffy. Skippy is looking. Ricky J still in there punching. As we come up to 15 minutes, these guys, there's been no let up. So they go on the bridge. Really, there should be stopping pedestrians from walking over the bridge, but oh, Skippy goes off now. Was there anything behind that? Let's just look again. No, he just couldn't get the car rotated, hits the barrier, comes back on. Ricky goes through. Unfortunately for Welly Bob, he's too far back. But I don't know if that was just him really late braking. He's got a lot of wear on the front left-hand tyre, but the car just didn't want to rotate there at all. So Skippy now drops down. Now can Ricky J do anything about Puggers? Both in the same car, of course. Oh, nice corner cut there by Ricky. Oh, that gained him a metre, and now under braking, really closing up onto Pugwash. Skippy again, just a little bit wide on the exit corner. It's definitely gonna let. Oh, now Welly Bob's just gone a bit wide. I wonder if the track's going to look a bit cool and the medium tyres are really suffering to keep the heat in them. Buggers gets away from the barrier. Now he needs to be clean now because Ricky J will have him. Oh, we see Ricky J with a full drift going on. Ricky J really putting the pressure on. As we catch Welly Bob, who's caught up to Skippy, actually gone past him. Now loses out to the Bugatti's Grunt. We've got two little battles going on here. else just seems to be in their places. Tyre Slayer in 4th, dropped place to OB. Times look very consistent, so don't know where that's happened. Scott out by himself. 1 minute 15 laps, so probably 2 laps from here for everyone, maybe 3 laps for Scott. Tyre Slayer again just losing points to Scott. Scott will be very happy. Staffy's just really dropped off the back of Dazzler. Now it's Puggers, still got Ricky J behind him. Ricky J. Oh, now flashing lights, not normally a thing. Ricky J up on the underneath side of him. Again, nice goes for that really tight cut on that corner, which he seems to be getting every time. So Ricky gets past Puggers. Again, the admin might just send out a message about flashing of lights in the dark. It's generally a gentleman's agreement, but it's not done. If you're on the controller, it's hard to do because some gets in the way as Skippy and Wally Bob. But we need to go to our leader. Where's our leader? Into the last lap, I think. Yeah, I think this is going to be the last lap for these guys. Well, for this race. Oh, now Wally Bob's. Sorry, Tyre Slayer. Oh, now what happened to Obi here? Let's go on board with Obi. Oh, Obi got under braking, got the car all sort of crossed up. Meets barrier, which allows Tyre Slayer to go up to that 3rd place. Obi gets it going again. I don't think there'll be any problem with that as we go back to our leader. So, just to be honest, Obi was really closing on Gus there. I think Gus he's still doing the same time, so we got 3, 2, 1. That is time. So Scott comes up over the line. So Scott wins another one with. Is he going to be Gus? As they come out. Tyre Slayer's got close, but no, Gus is going to get 2nd place. With Tyre Slayer in 3rd. Obi's going to come home a disappointing 4th for Obi. With Dazzler in 5th place. Still racking the points up as Dazzler. With Staffy in 6th. Now we've got a drag race, and it's going to be Puggers in 7th with Ricky J in 8th. Skippy 9th, Wally Bob 10th. Fuds is going to get 11th. And Campo's already finished in 12th. A couple of talking points there. Maybe the people looking at Fuds. Fuds, don't slow down. Just come over the line, then we can. But Fuds is going to get 11th place. There we are. He just slows up over the line. Right, so that's that race done. So let me go and load up the next race, which is this one. Now, while we're waiting, is everyone excited for Christmas? You all get your Are you roasting your chestnuts by an open fire yet? Is Gabriel? Can you hear Gabriel's horn? Is he blowing his horn for you? Or is someone else blowing your horn for you? We'll do our best to catch up. We should be able to get another one done in a couple of days, and then the last set, which is going to set us up for the final round. As we hit 90%, we'll get ready for this. So everyone's jumping into their Group 3 machinery. Maybe, yeah. So we'll just pause it and do the things that we need to do. There we go. So they're going to line up as follows. Campo's going to lead the way in the Lexus with, what's he, starting on the softs. Fuds is second in BMW, also on the softs. Welly Bob in the Mazda Stealth racing mediums. Skippy racing mediums in a Lambo. Ricky J in the BRZ, the Subaru BRZ. That might struggle around here. It just seems to be lacking power, does the BRZ at the moment. But he's starting on softs. Puggers in a Parker in 6th place, starting on softs. Staffy in the Mercedes, I was going to say Mazda, Mercedes, starting on softs. In 8th, it's Dazzler in a Ferrari, starting on softs. Obi's 9th in, that is a Lambo. Is that a Lambo? Let me go to the inside. Yeah, it's a Lambo. Starting on softs. In 10th place, it is Tyre Slayer. He's in the GTR. Starting on softs. Gus is in 11th on softs. Another Merc. And Scott at the back in a Ferrari. I think it's a Ferrari. It's that dark, can't even see the inside, but that looks like a Ferrari to me. So let's get this one underway as well. So we've got 30 minutes of action in the GT3 cars. We have 5 lights and everyone drops the clutches and we are good yet again. Now everyone gets a good start, apart from Puggers, who's just left standing. As we spread out, we've gone 4 wide. Everyone in and out of this first corner. Campo's lost 4 places there as it's heavy braking. Oh no. Oh, Scott, Campo and someone else came together. Now we need to go back. This might be our best action. So, and we see him going just 4 wide there. Turn the outside. And then it just closes up here. Skippy. Gus. Obi. Now, let's see what happened to Gus here. Gus was all sorts of sideways there. Ricky's just been dumped from the end. That's 61 half a dozen of another for me. It's like Gus just got a little bit heavy on the loud pedal. The green car of Obi sort of saved him, and it just came round, maybe the pink. Obi's just going through the field now, like butter. Scott just caught up in that action as well. He's going through. see Tyre Slayer. Tyre Slayer not coming through the Scott is. He's got the Parker and Puggers right behind him. Good job we invest in fast drones here. Some of these races. Catch the actual catch. Everyone is still in a melee. Obi now to 6th place. He's got Ricky in 4th. Just being able to stay out of trouble. Cars are still not in a line. Obi goes past Ricky. Oh, Ricky collecting some as the car is belching flames there from the side. And that's just dropped Ricky down 3 places. So Ricky, who was in 4th a minute ago, is now down in 10th. Let's just go back and watch this again. Obi goes on the grass, Scott goes... now Ricky went on the grass to avoid Scott, and that just slowed him up, and everyone just was able to drive by. It's not coming together, but that's how Ricky lost all those places. It's Tyre Slayer, Skippy going side by side. He's got Scott and Welly Bob ahead of him. Obi's there as well. Tyre Slayer goes through. Welly Bob goes wide. That just slows him up. That allows everyone to close up on him. Oh, and then Welly Bob just too much on the loud pedal. Goes. Avoids barrier, but he's going to have to reverse that car. So Ricky back up to 8th place. It's all about just people not being able to keep on the track at the moment. Skippy going offline as well. Tyre Slayer, really nice corner cut there. I shouldn't say corner cut because it's not a cut. So if you can get as tight to that barrier as you can really save yourself some time. So we go into the first fast right-hander, then into heavy braking. Scott just ahead of us. Looking at OB, double right hand side, easy for you to lose the back end, as we've seen a couple of times now. Doing it from this camera angle at the moment because it is dark. I'm not a lover of races in the dark. Commentaries on them. It's hard to make out what's going on, where it's going on. Flood's now trying to hassle Staffy. And it's Dazzler in the lead. And Dazzler's got a couple of seconds lead. Then it's Staffy, Flood, Scott, Obi, Tyre Slayer, Buggers. Campo, Ricky, then Campo goes Welly Bob, recovering from that spin earlier on, a lap ago. Tyre Slayer, Scott, 1, 2. Now, where's Scott? Now, what's happened to Scott? Scott's. Whoa, now. Goes to Scott. Scott and Obi. Oh, Scott, he got the car sliding, and then Obi had nowhere to go, really. Let's watch that again, but we'll watch it from Obi's point of view. Let's see what you think. Scott. Obi helped him on his way there, but Scott was already going. I don't know. There was definitely contact there. Unfortunately, I wasn't in the race, so I don't know what was said in chat. But Scott, he's got going again. But I don't know. Again, it's 6 of one, half a dozen on the other. Scott had the car sliding, but would he have caught it without the contact from Obi? Ricky J sees a bit of grass that he doesn't like, so he's got rid of it. Loses 2 places, is that going to be 3? Yes it is. Campo goes through in 10th place now. Campo, Lexus, just not gelling with that car. Not getting the support from his pit crew either to set it up the way he likes it. Wally Bob already changed that car. Dazzler out in front, still out in front. Now, he started on 60% fuel, and they're burning the way through it. And we're only coming up to 7 minutes of the race done, so is it going to be a 2 pit stop sort of race? We'll see what people are doing when we get to that point. Again, this was before the last update, so it's the old tyre model. In there, 4th place. We'll stay in 4th after the reviews. Oh. Oh, Tyre Slayer clips the wall. Well, didn't only clip the wall there, he took a chunk out of it. Fuds does the same. Tyre Slayer though takes advantage of that. These guys, it's a twisty track for these Group 3s, to be honest. And it's in the reverse order, which is not used that often. Which was one of the things that Tyre Slayer wanted. Tracks that aren't really used. We need 2 new tracks, not being introduced into the series before the end of this. So, again, how are you getting on with the new tracks? Turned a wheel at the game since I've been come back off holiday. Work. I have to work. But I think Tyre Slayer dropped a wheel as well there. To 4th place, these guys now being able to take the lines they want to. Everyone starts getting their own space. Now Scott is closing up to Buggers. Shame about that lap 5 from Scott. Just see how much faster Scott is. Slowing him down right now. Fuds makes his first pit stop. I say he's first. Man for the second one. Dance's still out there, but it's Fuds that blinks first. That front right and left hand tyre seems to be taking a lot of front. As he comes in and fills up. Dazzler's. Oh, now it's only put up to half a tank of fuel in. So when they come out, it's come out in 10th place. Ahead of Campo. Wally Bob still recovering. But Wally Bob is almost a lap down. Wally Bob now comes into the pits. Fuds. Yes, he put new tyres on, did Fuds? Oh, they're not warm. Campo. Really not enjoying life at the moment, is it, Campo? Gusts. Pits. Seems to be an age. Coming at a speed, you think it'd be a bit quicker? Obi's fuel lights on, so Staffy's, so is Dazzler's. Tyre Slayers though, he looks like he's saved a bit more, he might have an extra lap in the tank. Wall. Now Dazzler's into the pits now. See how much fuel while he decides to take. Staffy's gone through. Dazzler's falling down the order. There's the pit crew, carry on waiting, here he comes. Change his boots, now put fuel going in. More fuel than Fuds has. 74%. It's not enough. The J goes through. So people are just going to be out of order here while we get through this round of pit stops. Tyre Slayer. Right, so Staffy comes in, Obi's in, Tyre Slayer stayed out, thought he might. Thought he looked like he had an extra bit of fuel in that car. Scott's in as well. Skippy's going to come in, yeah, he's lining up to come in. Jay's on fumes, oh he's put his indicator on just to say he's coming in. Dazzler's already been in, so Dazzler will jump back up into second place. Just where would people fuel wise? Scott there. Scott's put more fuel in than most other people. So is Scott going to do this on one pit stop? Is it possible? Well, it should be possible to do it, shouldn't it? He started off at 60%, he's got to that point. We are a minute off halfway. There goes Tyre Slate into the pits. Well, Dazzler is at the back of the circuit, but pit stop here is so long, and it shouldn't be. That's like coming around the final corner as Tyre Slayer's boots get changed. But that's the fuel's going into Tyre Slayer's car. Just Tyre Slayer put in. 69%. That's Tyre Slayer's favourite number. Tyre Slayer is actually gained 2 at least one place there. Behind Obi. Just needs to get those tyres up to temp. Stafford there behind him. His tyres are already at temp, so are Obi's. Tyre Slayer keeps the tight line. Scott is there as well. Scott's taking his time, but remember Scott has put far more fuel in than most of the people. He's left a quarter of the tanks. Fudsy's going to have to come in, do another pit stop. But it's Dazzler who leads the race, but not by much from Fudsy in second place. Which you can just see Dazzler up ahead. It's Tyre Slayer with Obi behind him. Staffy, Scott. Oh, now it looked like Obi got that corner wrong because Staffy goes right up on Obi. We have a front line seat here from Scott's car. Goes by OB. Scott has got a bit of an overlap there. He falls in behind OB. Wants to push it for some reason there. Onto the double right hander. Now he's on the inside. Off the bank, hit that bump. Looks like the car doesn't handle that first bump very well. Scott went through. Obi can get back at the second point of the corner. Into the pits finally on fumes in Gus. Ricky's been in. Welly Bob. Well, I think Welly Bob's sitting this race out. I think he's had enough. It looks like he's come in and has just sat there. Yeah, that lap time is ticking up. 8 minutes 50 now. Perfectly entitled to do that if he's not. It's better than quitting a race. If he sits there, at least he'll get points. With only 12 races, he'll get rather 1 point as well. That's in the Ferrari now. Still revving the car out, so that suggests that he isn't in any sort of fuel problem area yet, or at all. Tyre Slayer in second. It's Fuds and Scott. Really good run from the BMW, but he's going to have to pit. I think he'd got his fuel strategy wrong. But then again, the car has burnt through that left-hand tyre. Can't get around the Fuds. Lines up to come into the pit, which he does. That's Scott, OB and everyone else behind him move with 1 place. Tyre Slayer 9, Dazzler 10.4. So these guys are starting to close Dazzler. Dazzler gets around Campo. Unfortunately, Campo's been lapped. third now. She's out now. Medium tyre. Floods is out as well. Mediums just over half tank of fuel. J in 10th place. BRZ just really doesn't look fast. Look at that fuel, unburnt fuel being popped out of the exhaust there. As we go to this race at the front, tyre slayer, so Dazzler did 11.3, tyre slayer did 9.9, Scott did a 9.4, so Scott really choosing now to pull the pin, and he worked his way through the field halfway. Now we're at the latter end of the race, still looking racy. And has fuel, I think Scott has fuel to spare. Looking through J, well over half a tank of fuel. Bob's still in this race, even though he's been sat in the pits for 13 minutes now. So when it's not your night, it's not your night, it's not your day, not your morning, not your early morning. Can Dazzler keep that Ferrari out front for the remaining 7.5 minutes? Once again, faster than Dazzler. Scott just side swipes that barrier again. You've got to be careful, because if you keep hitting it in the same place, it could be classed as wall riding. Remember that Scott and Obi are coming together. Although Scott, as I say, seems to have already started to lose the car. I think Scott would be in the lead by now, or at least right up behind Dazzler. Just over a quarter of the tank. Dazzler's under a quarter of the tank now. Before we Scott. Again, these cars just really not sticking to the track. Scott, he hasn't got anyone behind him, so just concentrate on what's in front of him. Slayer tries to break the slipstream, but it's always useless to try and do that. You might just stay in the line. Into the heavy braking area. Just Scott just on the brakes a bit later than Tyre Slayer. Just got to be careful that it just doesn't run into the back of the fire breathing GTR. Oh, now the wheels that are coming together. Now let's just go back. front end of his car. No, there wasn't. Now to me that didn't seem like there was a touch there, but Scott. Oh, now Scott spins it. So let's watch this from Scott. Just too much steering angle. Goes and beats barrier. Loses one place. Is he gonna keep it going? There's the lights of, well, loses 2 places, but there's the lights of Puggers behind him. So that's 2 accidents that Scott's had tonight. Running again. Dazzler. Starting to get nervous about Dazzler's fuel. He's slightly got his fuel wrong. Again, it doesn't look like he's not short shifting. He has started to short shift. Oh, really started to short shift. So maybe Dazzler's figured out that he won't be a lot short. Can he find an extra lap as his fuel weight comes on with just under 3.5 minutes of racing? You get 2 laps. Doing 1 minute 10. He's going to be a lap short, is Dazzler. Nice, like anyone else fuel light on? This is no, just Dazzler. Tyre Slayer in that 2nd place. He's doing the objective he needs to do. He needs to start finishing ahead of Scott. Wherever Scott finishes, Tyre Slayer needs to finish ahead of him to stop the Scott momentum. Will be Staffy. Went through that corner as one. Here comes Scott again. Scott. And straight back into the 109s. Remember, Scott is the one that has a bit of extra fuel. He really topped up that tank. Staffy trying to go around the outside of Wilby. Wilby's fuel light's on now. Staffy goes round him, gets the job done. Tyre Slayer has caught up with Dazzler. Dazzler, oh Dazzler. Let's read. Now he's Dazzler, going to do a splash and dash. Hit 1 minute and Dazzler there. Oh, just really came off the gas there, did Dazzler. I think Dazzler wants to try and do another lap without going into the pits. Yes, he is. He's missed that pit. Well, he didn't actually go for the pit, did he? Not in case of missing it. So Tyre Slayer now inherits the lead. In case of how many positions is Dazzler going to lose. runs out of fuel, he's going to drop like a stone. Stafford Scott there, really trying to catch up, but he's going to win this race. There's Dazzler. Second place. Coming around the final corner, Dazzler. As they go left and right, Dazzler tries to keep it there, but we're going to switch to Tyre Slayer, who wins the race. Then it's going to be Staffy. From Dazzler keeps that third place. Obi was fourth with Scott. Disappointing for Scott in 5. Puggers, another run who's on fumes but keeps there for 6th with Skippers 7th. Gus is going to come home in 8th place. She does. And it's going to be Fuds in 9th. Ricky J is going to finish in 10th place. With Campo 3 laps down in 11th and Welly Bob many laps down. Well, that was rounds 9 and 10. I have been Shaggy Scooby 66. Thanks for joining me. We'll catch you next time, but for now, it's goodbye. Catch you next time.